Welcome, everyone, to Influential Leadership Tips. I'm John Hadley.
And I'm Dave Miller. I was listening to a podcast a couple weeks ago by Simon Sinek. He's written a lot of books. One's called Start With Why.
Mm-hmm.
And there was just one comment, John, that he made that really kind of stuck with me. It was about he never understood in the business world why we talk about beating the competition. Because when you look at the world of business, it's not like a sport where time expires at the end of the game or you at the end of the ninth inning, and if you have the highest score, you win the game. You get ahead of the competition. Now you're number one. The game's still going on.
Right.
He says what he has found is that the best businesses focus on improving what they're doing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now you say, well, that's kind of the same thing, but really he's saying it doesn't really matter what the competition's doing. We're going to keep getting better and better. And yeah, of course, you're going to look at the competition to see what they're doing, but it's not going to affect so much what you do because you're always going to get better. Now, what was cool was I really internalized that, and I said, what if an individual applied that to themselves in their career? So I started doing that, in some of the projects I'm working on and the clients I'm working with. And not that I had any lack of engagement before, love what I do, but this actually took it up a notch, my enthusiasm. It's like every day I just say, okay, how can I make more of an impact?
Mm-hmm.
How can I really blow the socks off the client today? So I wanted to share that with folks just to get them thinking about that little technique. Just saying, just like companies that succeed, they succeed because they're constantly improving themselves and improving the way they perform. You can do the same thing as an individual.
Right. It's easy to get to a place where you kind of rest on your laurels. Hey, I'm doing a great job, so I don't need to work to do better because I'm already doing such a good job. And that's a recipe often for creating a lot of blind spots. And maybe you're not doing as good a job in all areas as you think because you've kind of already concluded you're doing so well, so you don't press yourself more.
Well, you start losing your edge, right?
Yeah.
It's just natural for that to happen. So what I would ask the viewers to do is kind of an assignment is really at the beginning of each day, just think, okay, I want to be better today than I was yesterday. What can I do to make even more impact? How can I do something and approach something in a certain way, maybe with certain energy, a different energy, different kind of result? How can I stretch myself today? And see what happens. Try it for a couple weeks and then take note and say, how's this working for me?
I think that's a great idea, particularly for anyone who is getting a little bit in a rut. It's a way to get yourself out. So,
and even if you're not, like I said, I didn't feel like I was in a rut, and I love this technique now. It's kind of one of my favorite tools right now. So play with that, have fun with it. We'll see you next week.
And until then, be influential.